Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Guys of War here, and I am super excited for Metaphor Refantazio, which was previously known as Project Refantazio. An IP Atlas has been, I guess, in the works since before Persona 5 came out, because it was known that the team behind Persona wanted to do a new game, a new IP separate from Persona and SMT, and we just haven't heard anything from it for a while, other than just like this concept art that's been floating around for years. And then this character from this concept art gets into Etrian Odyssey not too long ago as a DLC character, and then we get an announcement that Metaphor Refantazio is now a thing. For one, I'm super excited. When they released the trailer at the Xbox Game Show, I was expecting like the game to be just for current gen consoles only, like PS4, Xbox, and Steam when we eventually get to that part. But no, they're actually also releasing it on PS4 and PS5, which is awesome. I'm happy that Atlas is actually branching out more to do like multi-platform releases when they release new games, because they've been doing that a lot recently, and I hope to see more. Plus we get, Xbox people get to play more Atlas games, which is actually pretty cool, because I know a lot of people say Atlas, shouldn't release games on the Xbox because it might fail, but there's an audience for it out there. At least they could have the option to play it. At least people who are Atlas fans can play Persona 5, 4, and 3, and now possibly 3 Reload. Well, actually, not even possible, because it's actually confirmed that Persona 3 Reload is getting on Xbox. And maybe Atlas will continue to do this. Hell, Soul Hackers 2 released on Xbox consoles as well. So it seems that Atlas is going to continuously do this, which is actually pretty good. Now, for me, I'm just shocked, that this game is even announced to be a thing, which is insane, because I haven't heard anything about it in forever, right? And I guess a lot of Atlas fans have, because Atlas hasn't released any information about Project Refantazio at all for years. So it's just kind of been a thing that oh yeah, we want to do this thing, but we haven't done it yet. And to my shock that they see, that's the funny thing is Persona 3 Reload and Persona 5 Tactica were leaked at the Xbox, were leaked on Instagram by Atlas before they were supposed to show up at the Xbox Game Show, right? So to my shock and disbelief, surprisingly, Metaphor Refantazio wasn't leaked at all. I'm really shocked that game wasn't leaked, because if it was, it would have been insane. But the game looks really good. I think we've reached peak Atlas with the art style here, because Persona 5 looked good, but this one looks really, really good. Atlas games have been just nothing but eye candy recently, right? Look at SMT 5. That game looks hella sick, right? And that's on the Switch. And I never like to downplay the Switch like a lot of people are to do, but that game looks really good for the Switch, right? And Metaphor Refantazio definitely looks amazing, right? We get anime cutscenes back. All the character designs look great. I think I really like Hulkenberg. I'm not really an elf guy, but Hulkenberg looks sick because, again, she's been the one character we've been seeing of this project so far, because she was in the concept art. I don't know if they're gonna let her wear the same knight armor that we've seen back then. I don't know if they're gonna carry that over into Metaphor Refantazio, but if they do, awesome. The game looks really good. You're in this fantasy setting. It may incorporate some real life human elements into this, because they did mention at the beginning of the trailer, what if, they're, I can't remember the exact line, because I watched the trailer so many times, I still can't remember the line, but it's more human society being, the fantasy characters of Utopia, which is insane to think about. I like this whole fantasy realistic, fantasy real life thing dynamic going on with some games lately. With Kingdom Hearts, they're going full on real world shit with it. And I like that. I don't know why. It's just funny seeing fantasy characters being pulled into real life situations. I think that's really fun. Or they're pulling real life people into fantasy situations like Isekai. But we do see, some people who aren't wearing fantasy garb in a huge crowd in the beginning of the trailer. So I have no idea if that's supposed to be real people or just inhabitants of that world. Don't know. We'll know until the game comes out or they release new news. But also, one thing I like is the game just looks amazing. The battle system is eye candy, right? And it's good eye candy because it's something familiar. You look at it and oh, this reminds me of Persona. You get the press turn still there, seemingly, right? Some of the moves from SMT are still the same, right? Same moves like Martaru Kaja and stuff like that, which is insane. And the whole battle system, when you get to transform, or I don't know if the transformation thing is a job class system, because in battle you can transform these things called archetypes, if I remember the name correctly. And with that, it looks like that they have job classes, so they might be able to change between different kinds of archetypes with that. So I have no idea if that's actually going to be a thing that carries over. I don't know. Like if you get to change, like swap between different archetypes, I have no idea if you're able to do that. But I think that will be pretty interesting because like you get this, like it's like swapping demons in SMT or swapping personas in them, but you're becoming those demons and becoming those personas, which I think that's really sick. It reminds me of Digital Devil Saga, where you transform into like the devil, the devils, the demons themselves to fight back instead of just summoning them. I think that's pretty interesting if they're going down that route. I see some crazy traversal shit where the main character of the game is riding on his sword throughout the city and seemingly riding in space. It looks like space. He's riding, maybe riding off of some kind of like spaceship or some observatory or some shit. I don't know what it is, but it looks like he's in like either high in the sky or in space, and he's surfing on his goddamn sword. And I don't know what the hell Atlas is thinking with that, but I think that's raw as hell. And also there's more traversal options. Like there's this thing called a Gauntlet Runner, where you're basically on this big ass ship with legs, and you're going to seemingly maybe big vast areas, I don't know, but that looks like a cool way of traversal instead of like your usual like airship like you see in like some Final Fantasy games where you get an airship to just fly around. But no, you get to walk the land in this giant thing, which is actually pretty cool. There's even a cockpit there, so you probably can go inside the thing. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know a lot, but all this stuff looks cool though. Like the game just looks amazing. Like I keep saying that. It just, I've never been hyped for like Refantazio because you only get like this fan art, like not the fan art, I'll say fan art. You get the official art that was shown off like years ago, right? And I didn't really think about that. I just thought, okay, Alice is going to do this thing someday. We just don't know when. And after all the years, I was like, okay, they're not going to do anything with it, whatever. Maybe it's just like some game companies just bring out concept ideas and don't do anything with them. And that's understandable. That happens all the time, right? Some game companies just don't do concepts they have, and sometimes they don't reveal it. Sometimes they reveal it and they don't just go with it, or sometimes they don't reveal it, and then like they bring a new game out and you're like, oh yeah, we've been thinking of this for years and you just guys didn't know about it. But no, I think Project Refantazio is actually going to be a really big game for Atlas, because not only is also releasing multi-platform like every other Atlas game has been going really recently, but I want to say this, I want to believe that this game is going to sell well, right? Like with the hype that Atlas has been getting, we got Persona 3 Reloads coming, and that's going to be a big game. Persona 5 Tactica, while a lesser, not like a so much type of game, I know that game's going to sell a lot because it's Persona 5. Anything Persona 5 related will sell. I mean, Persona 5 Dancing sold, and that game was actually hot garbage. So, anything for Persona 5 will sell, right? And I hope that I keep saying Project Refantazio. I hope Metaphor Refantazio sells, because I definitely, see like they want to try something new. And I feel like that, even though Atlas does some really stupid shit, I still have faith in at least the games they make. I don't really have faith in them, really. But I have faith in the games they make, because they really do make games, even though they make really dumbass business decisions. I just know for a fact that this game's going to have day one DLC. It's going to be really bad day one DLC. It's probably going to be like EXP boosted, or like exclusive archetypes, exclusive like things, like exclusive job classes you could transform it to, because that happens with every goddamn new game these days. Like if they have a job system in their game, they're going to freaking release a DLC, and I hate that. They're going to release some of the DLC, and those job DLCs are going to be busted as hell. I hate that shit. Or they're probably going to release some separate episode DLC like they did with Soul Hackers 2, which was stupid. Right? I don't know why. Like, I hate day one DLC, dude. Like, that shit should just been in the game to begin with. I know I'm speaking like into the air, but I hate day one DLC, man. It's so stupid, because they easily could have put that in the game. But no, it's like they already had it in the game, they just separated it off. And I already know Metaphor Refantazio is going to have day one DLC. It's probably going to do what it did with SMT and probably have some EXP boost, or exclusive boss battles, or exclusive archetypes you can wield, or like exclusive job classes or some shit like that. I already know it's going to have day one DLC, because Atlas has been doing nothing but day one DLC. Hell, we already know Persona 5 Tactica is going to have day one DLC, because they already mentioned it under like their page, their blog, or whatever on their website. So we already know Persona 5 Tactica is going to have day one DLC, right? And Reload, I have no doubt in my mind that they're probably going to have like they're not going to add the answer contents and the fest contents, but they're most likely going to add that shit as DLC if they do it right. And also, I already know Metaphor Refantazio is going to do it. Probably maybe an exclusive party character, just all the other shit I mentioned. But let's see. We'll have to wait and see. I can't really cast judgment yet. But all in all, I am actually super hyped to see it. Really, it's going to be like late 2024 when we see it. But I'm pretty hyped to see it. So that's all I really want to say, really. I'm hyped for a game I didn't know anything about until recently. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time, everyone. Peace out, everyone. Hope y'all have a great day. I'm out, and I'm going to be thinking more about Metaphor Refantazio and this cool character, Hulkenberg. I don't do L's, but Hulkenberg looks sick, dude.